This is the Daily Political Nerd for an hour. Caroline Poynton is reporting it on YouTube from Bury.
The alternate for political nerds. Hey up everyone, how you all doing? I thought for today I was going to do an emergency red alert broadcast, the second one for this channel, because oh my goodness, there is so much information out there when it comes to this evil online safety act that, you know what, just doing it in one video. No, we have to do this live. We have to have this conversation in real time because yes, the Online Safety Act has come into effect and it's proven, as far as I'm concerned, that it wasn't about blocking freaking porn to our kids or making us safe, but instead, of course, it's all about controlling our free speech and access to information online. It was never about safety, guys. It's always been about control and surveillance. And I'm seeing a lot of commentary out there on X and whatnot where they're blaming Keir Starmer and the Labour cronies for this. Now, Keir Starmer and the Labour cronies, oh yeah, they're to blame. Who else is to blame? The freaking Conservatives. They're the ones that kick-started this whole evil act in the first place. And so, guys, in this Red Alert broadcast episode 2, we're going to discuss the evil online safety bill. Specifically, we're going to go through, firstly, how it's actually harming us, the online reactions, how it's affecting the anti-immigration, anti-illegal immigration hotel protests. We're then going to get into the dark side to this Online Safety Act that, guys, you don't know about. It's absolutely chilling. No wonder Keir Starmer and his cronies and the Conservative lot want to keep that bit under wraps. But guess what? Now we're going to drag it into the light. Yay. And then we're going to round off explaining how it could actually be violating our freaking human rights. Now, of course, do your research, come to your conclusions, and as a disclaimer, I'm not inciting hatred to anyone or particular group, religion, etc. However, I will say this, the Online Safety Bill can literally get a cactus, lace it with chili oil, and shove it up its freaking backside. Now, right off the bat, guys, I need to make you all aware of the petition to repeal the Online Safety Act that's going around at the moment. So if you believe in getting this repealed, then sign the petition right here. In only a couple of days, guys, we're nearing 360,000 signatures. This thing needs to be in the millions. So those that are watching live on YouTube right now, I'm just going to be spamming the live chat with the petition if you haven't done so already. And if you believe this Online Safety Act should be repealed, there is this out there for you guys to sign. Now, like I said earlier on, it is important to remember that both Labour and the Conservatives are to blame for this evil act. Yep, as Charlie Sansom says here, good mate that I've met recently, people are to blame, people blame Labour for a lot of today's problems because they're in power. But it is the Conservatives that have effed us. They introduced laws against protest and the Online Safety Act. Tories today talk anti-immigration, but we can't protest or talk about it. Talk about living in a clown world indeed, right? Yep. And this is the thing. What are the issues to the Online Safety Act? Well, as Restore Britain is clearly stating in one of their campaigns, this thing needs to be repealed. And it needs to be repealed like freaking yesterday. And so here they're saying, look,
what is it
we
going to do
need
the
to
government
have
about
a
it?
legislation
You know, there's
that's
stuff
clear
online,
and provides an unambiguous
I'm sorry,
right to
but
free
that's
speech
down
in
to
British law,
parents.
guaranteeing that
That's
lawful
down to
expression
flipping
cannot be
parents.
criminalised or censored
That's the
by the
parents
state
that
or private platforms.
responsible for that.
Platforms hosting lawful content must be
responsible for that.
shielded from
People
government
meant to
pressure
be
to
responsible
censor,
for their own kids.
require transparency in content moderation, and prohibit state-directed takedowns of legal speech. This law risks investigative journalism, whistleblowing, and political debate being wiped out online.
The biggest one
Britain must enshrine free expression and not regulate it away. Fear of liability may lead to over-moderation, driving smaller players out of the market and empowering big tech. Resist censorship, repeal the Online Safety Act. And so, guys, it's more crucial, more important than ever, more critical than ever to support those online that are speaking out against the government, against two-tier Kia, against this awful Online Safety Act. Because, guys, even though it's completely wrong, and as far as I'm concerned, would violate my human right to freedom of expression, we're going to get onto that later on in this Red Alert broadcast, so stay tuned for that. I could technically get a knock on the door from the police right now. And they'd be like, what the douche are you saying this for?
Yeah.
Even though I'm well within my rights, as per my human rights, for freedom of expression and freedom to my own thoughts and my own opinions. As long as I'm not inciting violence, which I'm really not doing,
I'm not doing
and I'm not inciting hatred to anyone or particular group, religion, etc., the police and two-tier Keir Starmer, they can piss off as far as I'm concerned.
Piss off.
And this is the thing, this is really, really scary.
Yeah.
Because it states on the government website what is now considered as illegal content under the Online Safety Bill. And so here it says the Act requires all companies to take robust action against illegal content and activities. Platforms are now required to implement measures to reduce the risks to their services and make sure that they're not used for illegal offending. They also need to put in place systems for removing illegal content when it does appear. Services also have new duties to take steps to reduce the risks users encounter illegal content via their services. So essentially, right, the government is forcing social media such as X to censor us. And if you don't believe me, let's have a look at the list that is now considered illegal under the Online Safety Act. Now, a lot of this, I agree with, right?
I can see from here.
CSA, of course, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Controlling or coercive behaviour, of course. Extreme sexual violence, of course, right? A lot of this, yeah. 99% of it, I'm like, crack on. But do you see this one right here?
Yeah.
This is the bit that I've got a problem with. You see the issue? They're literally saying
illegal immigration and
any discussion
smuggling
surrounding illegal immigration and people smuggling, right?
Well, does that mean
could be in violation of this Online Safety Act?
Does that mean them speaking about
they
it
literally said
online,
the kinds of illegal content and activity that platforms need to protect users from are set out in this act. And this includes content relating to, I mean, all of this, right? On either side, yeah, I totally agree with.
Yeah.
Apart from illegal immigration and people smuggling bit.
What does that mean about them?
So, basically, guys, if we criticise and speak out against illegal immigration and smuggling, we could technically be in violation of the Online Safety Act, even though, as per our human rights,
well, I didn't say
we have the human right
we need to protect
to have our own opinions and our own freedom of expression.
I didn't say anything about anyone. I said dinosaurs.
As long as, of course, we're not inciting violence.
Well, I'm not inciting violence. I'm saying the dinosaurs.
This is insane. Because ultimately,
We need to
as
put the
Elon
borders
Musk is
up
saying right
to
here,
keep the
the
dinosaurs
purpose of this
out.
online safety bill is suppression
So
of
we have to
the
say
people.
dinosaurs!
Because now that it's in effect, you guys, this is what's actually happening to us in the UK. I shit you not, we're all being censored. The government, Tutti Ikea, is now trying to censor us. Because we are coming out now in our droves, publicly criticising Keir Starmer and the Labour government, and he don't freaking like that.
He don't like it.
What he hates even worse is us speaking out against the illegal immigrants and against the illegal immigrant hotels and the protests that are happening at those hotels in the first place. He don't like any of that. So what is he doing now through the Online Safety Act? Oh, well, he's making it difficult for us to be able to now see what is actually happening to us in the UK. Here you've got Basil the Great at Basil_TGMD saying we're all being censored now. On the left is what you see from outside the UK. On the right is what you see inside the UK. This was never about porn. It was never about protecting kids. It was about ensuring people do not see the truth.
When they're sat in the House of Commons fucking all watching it and sniffing
on
in
the
left aisle or whatever.
From Sargon of Akkad. Sorry to interrupt a trivial video class signalling. But some savage beheaded a man in London yesterday. You think it might be something to do to at least raise in Parliament? And here, Sargon of Akkad is sharing Basil the Great's message here on X with this video. A man has been arrested carrying a severed head. Yep, in the UK. Yeah, we can't see that.
Nope.
We can't see that at all. It's absolutely freaking insane.
I know, I've noticed that a lot of things have not been.
And this bill, guys, it makes it an offence to say something that's false, which causes non-trivial psychological harm.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what the hell does that
mean?
Freaking really mean? Zia Yusuf. Let me be real here. I don't like him. I don't like him at all.
Yeah.
More and more every single day, I am not liking reform.
At least you like me.
I'm not liking reform towards reform Britain here. However, what he's saying here, got to say, he's got a point. He's saying the Online Safety Act makes it an offence to say something that's false, which causes non-trivial psychological harm. Platforms would also be forced to proactively censor the speech. The Tories deserve their extinction and reform will restore free speech. Well, if they do that, if reform do that, then I'm not going to argue against that, right?
No.
But here, he's sharing this screenshot from the act itself. False communications offence. A person commits an offence if the person sends a message, see section 182, the message conveys information that the person knows to be false. At the time of sending it, the person intended the message or the information in it to cause non-trivial psychological or physical harm to a likely audience. And the person has no reasonable excuse for sending the message.
He's not going to change it, Nigel. Frankly, don't like anybody calling him.
Whether the person has a reasonable excuse for sending the message or not is neither here nor there. As long as that person is not inciting violence to a person or peoples or group or whatever, we can say what the hell we want.
Well, yeah.
But if I say something, right, and essentially whoever gets that then accuses me of causing non-trivial psychological harm, then this thing could come into effect.
Against the law. It's not against the law.
But what does non-trivial psychological harm mean? The Act does not clarify that in any way, shape or form. It's up to a major big
if someone does threaten you, even that's not against the law. Because at the end of the day, if someone makes a threat,
it's way too vague.
Until you
do
something.
It's designed that way, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, to do one thing. To make it easier for the government to come down hard on those that are saying hurty words on the internet.
About them.
Or those that are criticising the government and Keir Starmer because you don't like that. You don't like that at all.
No, they don't.
And now, guys,
right.
we are definitely living in a clown world here.
They're not right.
Because we now need to prove our age by
but there's already
providing
information on the internet. I don't know what they mean.
As Christopher Snowden
That's
says right here,
there anyway.
would you freaking trust the government?
No.
I know I don't at the moment.
I don't even have a card.
Because here, Christopher Snowden makes a really, really good point.
What they're going to do?
The government says, give us your photo ID and credit card details if you want to access adult websites. They will be kept confidential. I promise.
No, they fall.
But then on this other side of the coin, at the same time, the government's also saying, whoopsie, we accidentally leaked off certain names
all these
of
fucking
20,000
documents out
enemies
to
of the
some
Taliban.
people.
To the
Whoopsie-doo.
Taliban.
So we're not going to not leak your documents out if we're going to do that. Whoopsie-doo-dah, yeah.
And the government is essentially just turning around and saying, trust us, bro.
That was not a leak out.
Trust us, bro. Trust us with your ID and your credit card details to prove your age. Don't worry about it. Get freaking stuffed, Keir Starmer. Are you shizzing me? I ain't freaking trusting you with my last bottle of Evian water. Not sponsored, but I won't say no. Seriously, like, dude. He's like, trust me, bro. Get stuffed, trust you. I don't trust any of them as far as I can throw them. Not the Labours, not Conservatives.
None of them.
Majority before I don't trust. The government's like, trust us with the ID. Oh, whoops though, we sent 20,000 enemies of the Taliban and their names and all that lot to the Taliban.
I just said that.
They don't have their data protection controls on lock, in
don't
control.
like that.
They can lose 20,000 names of the enemies of the Taliban and it somehow fall into the Taliban's hands, right? You think I'm gonna freaking trust
Well, I
the
just
government?
said that.
With my credit card details, my ID and everything else in
That's
between.
why. You
Get
give her a lead
freaking
idea.
stuff.
Okay, yeah.
If anything, the government can get my ID and my credit card details themselves. I ain't handing it over.
Exactly.
GCHQ, I'm sure they've already got the details anyway.
Probably have.
They could just go there. Now, thing is, right, we've essentially been missold the online safety bill. Because it wasn't set up to protect children from porn and whatnot. Oh, no. It was to monitor and control
I was going to
our
say,
free
because
speech
there's
and
much
what
details for them.
information
I was
we're
fucking
able to
born here.
access.
They've got the fingerprints and
You
everything.
don't believe me? Believe the Free Speech Union right here. But protest footage blocked as Online Safety Act comes into force. For years, politicians from across the political spectrum insisted
I like this
that
lady.
this
I
Online
like that.
Safety Act
This
would
lady, I
focus
can really
solely
like, I
on
really
legal
get into that
content,
shouting at the
shielding
telly or
children from
whatever.
porn, criminal exploitation, and material encouraging or assisting suicide without threatening free expression. But from the moment its age verification duties took effect on the 25th of July, that reassurance began to unravel. And already there are signs that lawful content is quietly being screened out. One example came on the 25th of July, the day the Act came into force. During a protest outside the Britannia Hotel in Seacroft, Leeds, where asylum seekers are being housed.
You can't see
A video
anything,
showing police officers restraining and arresting a protester was posted on X, but quickly became inaccessible to many UK-based viewers. Instead, viewers saw the message, quote, due to local laws, we're temporarily restricting access to this content until X estimates your age. West Yorkshire Police denied any involvement in blocking the footage.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't know.
right.
What I'm
I
watching
don't
now.
freaking trust West Yorkshire Police as far as I can freaking go them.
I'm
They
just
can
watching
also
this
get a cactus, lace it with chili oil and shove it in the backside. And by the way, when I say that, I'm meaning it as a joke.
Well, I don't.
I literally do not mean
Shove
it.
it up
Does
there.
that make sense? Anywho, I have to say that now because of this freaking Online Safety Act. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anywho, West Yorkshire Police denied any involvement in blocking this footage. X declined to comment.
They've got all
Interesting
these
enough.
police officers that
But
get
Grok, right, X's AI, indicated that the clip had been restricted under the
Wow.
Online Safety Act due to its violent content.
What content?
Oh, okay. So these peaceful protests outside all of these illegal immigrant hotels
are now violent.
Oh, they're violent now? Just normal men, women, children, mothers, fathers, grandparents, aunties, uncles, right? The everyday English person. Oh yeah, they're violent now. Get freaking stuffed. Get stuffed. It's in the government. Oh, guys, if you think it couldn't get any worse, oh, get a freaking load of this. The government is even blocking us access to our own British history and culture online.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're changing it all. Well, they can't because my family's with Doomsday.
Here, Benjamin Jones, Gary Jones saying the online safety app day 2.
Doomsday, but they can
about
do
the life of are being censored because of the UK government. This is just the beginning of this insanity of this new law.
No, we're going back now.
Benjamin Jones
I've got
is
over
sharing
1,500 years worth of flipping.
At non-Reganese, if I've mispronounced that, I really do apologise. Saying the British government has withheld this tweet from my Richard the Lionheart thread.
One of my family belonged to Prince Albert.
All it's talking about is Richard the Lionheart, part of our British history. But no, due to local laws, they're now temporarily restricting access to this content until X estimates our age.
Secret documents about the royal family.
Not only are they trying to rewrite our British culture, to make it more exclusive, to make it more inclusive,
banned,
right? For
so
non-British people.
So ban Christmas, fucking Easter's banned. So banned.
But now the government is even blocking us access to our own history and culture.
Rocking us around. Bullying us around.
But again.
And who is it all for?
That's what we're talking about here. Labour cronies and the Conservatives as well. Because if you think that is rock bottom.
No.
They're going even further, right? And making it even worse for us. They've created an elite police squad to monitor anti-migrant posts on social media.
Police squad.
Remember earlier on when I showed you that list of everything that they consider illegal content under this act? One of which is illegal immigrants and smuggling. We are critical.
If there's an exchange in your neighbourhood,
hotels,
who you gonna call?
Oh yeah. We're gonna be down the radar of the elite police squad. Oh, and if the elite police squad are watching right now,
police squad,
I got a message for you. Piss off your tote bags. I have the human right
to
free speech and freedom of expression.
Who we're gonna
go? Not inciting hatred or violence to anyone else.
I'm just gonna be calling the Ghostbusters,
or cultures, or religions, or anything else, which I'm not.
Because that's what I'm talking about. Dinosaurs.
Provided
just
my
sit
opinion.
back and we need a bugger up to keep the dinosaurs out.
So, this elite police squad, again, don't say that now.
That's what
this elite police squad, get a cactus, let's have a chili oil and shove it up the backsides. Because as far as I'm concerned, right, it's totally fine, yeah? For them to try and crack down on us. When we're speaking out against the illegal immigrants, against the illegal immigrant hotels and everything else in between.
Well, the illegal immigrants are all the dinosaurs!
Totally fine for illegal immigrants and others to say or display anti-British statements. And you want examples? Oh, guys, I'm going to give you examples. Elite police squad. Maybe you might want to have a gander at this. See what he's doing there?
I know, yeah.
He's literally doing this.
Telling us to die. He's going to slaughter us.
Now, we all know what that means.
He's going to slaughter us all.
That is a threat to our lives, as far as I'm concerned. He's going like this. That's a threat to our lives. Right there.
Yeah, exactly.
You think the elite police squad's gonna hammer down on this? I don't think so. Because it's not English, it's not British.
Yeah, it's not British.
How about this example right here? An Islamist imam in the UK says that not believing in Islam is a crime, and every single non-Muslim is a criminal who must be hated and excluded. I don't know about you, but I've never seen a leader of any other religion be so hateful. You think the elite police squad's gonna crack down on this?
I cannot treat the believers and the disbelievers the same. Never. When we say
Well, probably not, no.
we're talking about to hate.
It's
Not to
perfect.
love, obviously.
Perfect. I hate.
Not
I
support.
hate. Not
To
support.
Distance ourselves.
Distance yourself.
To mistrust.
Well, that's alright, because you're
To
the
not have
dinosaur.
To not accompany. To disrespect.
Well, you're dinosaurus, mate. You
So
love
you
to distance
obviously see
yourself, because you
the
might eat us.
opposite of the having the wala. And as we mentioned, the wala is only for the believers, for the Muslim, and the bara is for the disbelievers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, how can you equate the Muslim with the criminals? And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talking about the criminals, talking about who? The kuffar, the disbelievers. As we mentioned last week, the criminals. Disbelieving in Allah is a crime.
I don't believe in Allah.
Neither do I.
Actually, being completely honest,
I don't
I
really
don't believe in
care.
any God. I'm atheist.
Yes, neither do I.
Now, I'm of the opinion, believe what you want to believe.
Believe what you
Right.
believe, but leave me out of
As
it.
long as you don't infringe on my freedom, I've not got a problem with
No,
you.
neither have I.
Believe in God, believe in Allah, believe in Buddha, believe in any other God you want to believe in, right? Go nuts. As long as you're not affecting my freedom to
Yeah.
live and our British culture and society, I'm alright with that.
Mm.
But he's turning around and he's saying, personally to me, that because I don't believe in Allah, I'm committing a crime.
Right. No.
What?
He's a fucking big years.
Do you think the elite police squad's going to crack down on this dude? I don't think so. Let's go to
We're
another
gonna
example
call
here.
Ghostbusters!
Britain's been taken over.
Danger
If you
Man!
dare speak out, they'll label you racist to silence you.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh yeah, froze it. That's some kind of boy bag. Wow.
Muslim gentleman in a car with a Muslim lady swears, spits and throws a drink at a motorcyclist whilst they're driving on the motorway. They literally attacked someone on a motorbike on the motorway. You think the elite police squad is going to crack down on that? Let's go with one more example right here.
Oh yeah, let me get this one.
This is scary.
Oh, this is scary.
Scary.
This guy's fucking
This is an
scary,
illegal
man.
immigrant at one of the illegal immigrant hotels.
I'm recording it also on
Check
YouTube.
out what he has to say here. It's chilling.
This is why
I wouldn't say it's very polite. It's not polite to come to someone and say you're going to rule me. Yeah.
Hey.
So you know this is England, yeah? We are English. Yeah. Exactly. So you're not going to rule us.
I
You know the guy that did the old filming?
Maybe do something. Maybe do something.
Allah can rule you.
I can rule you. Allah can rule you. Gets even scarier, guys.
I know, yeah.
You've got quite dangerous looking eyes.
That's just your opinion, man.
You look quite angry inside.
I am English.
I could be wrong. You are.
You said you were polite.
What the fuck is that? What is
You said
it?
you were polite and you cared about me. And now you want to rule me and you're angry.
Angering me.
Dinosaurus. You Dinosaurus, mate.
The whole world.
You burn the whole world.
You're the ones that nip. You're the fucking one that
He
fucking...
says, I can rule you.
I don't know what they
Allah
look
can
like.
rule you.
Oh,
And then he says, I can burn the whole world.
And they eat everything. They eat everybody up.
I don't know about you,
But it's a bit
but I'm not the
weird.
one that's inciting hatred here.
Yeah.
That's
He is.
inciting violence.
He is that guy.
This illegal immigrant certainly is.
Exactly, but he's not getting fucking Ghostbusters.
Where's that
after
elite
him, is
police
it?
squad when you need them?
Where's the Ghostbusters when we needed him?
Why are you running, man? Listen.
Ghostbusters not there.
That's what I want you to. I want to hear your story.
You are not letting me finish my story. You are.
Go right ahead.
Go on.
Go
You
ahead.
want to make me angry.
Go ahead.
You don't want to make me
You said you were angry a
angry.
second
The
ago.
Incredible.
I get angry.
Alright. But
You
you don't
don't
have
want
to
to
be
make you
angry,
angry.
but
The
you can't.
Incredible.
Who am I? My name's Fred.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'll say mine. I'm right. Nice to meet you. Alright.
Mr.
Very cool. Where are you from?
Incredible.
From Pakistan. Whereabouts in Pakistan? Huh? Okay, very cool. Very cool.
Dinosaur.
How long have you been here for? Uh-huh. So do you think maybe in Pakistan, is there something you're escaping? Is there some...
Is it someone you're
I'm
escaping?
asking you. We're here to your...
Do you think I'm here to...
What are
You
you
just said
here
you want
for?
attitude of ruling,
Why are you here?
etc. So I'm wondering, are you escaping something?
What are you here for, dinosaur?
No?
Why is
No,
all
we're
that
fine here,
mask
thank you. We're fine here, thank you. Hey, hold on a second.
So he's like, okay.
He's the
He's
ruler.
going to get germs off.
He's in charge. Hold on a
He's
second.
got
I thought you were in charge.
coronavirus in there.
I thought you were...
He's got coronavirus in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got coronavirus in there.
The hotel
Exactly.
security or whatever the hell they are.
They're not even speaking.
Oh, they
English.
quickly stepped in. Didn't you notice that?
Yeah, because they don't speak English.
Quickly stepped
They
in.
don't really, they're not even illegal to be working.
When
They
the
don't have
truth
to be
came
working
from one of the
there. They're
illegal
to be
immigrants as
working
to
there.
why he specifically is there.
They're not even illegal to be working there, even the fucking
Oh,
school.
apparently it's totally
Well,
fine.
apparently they
Right.
picked up as well.
For illegal immigrants in the UK to openly admit that they've come here to conquer Europe and the UK and guess
over.
what? As far as they're concerned, America
I've
apparently is
written
next.
that to real laws and all this.
Where do you want to go?
Well,
I'm not here to tell story. I'm here to rule. Fuck you.
You're to rule now.
Rule?
You can stay with eyes, you can scary bastard, eh? What's he been on?
Trump to rule. Elon Musk to rule.
What drugs have you
Netanyahu
been on your
to rule.
fucking
Jews.
fucking-
Okay.
What
Yeah.
drugs are you on?
Right, that's
With that
that's
attitude.
a strange thing to say.
Jesus.
It's a
it's a very poor
you're a
attitude.
great guest. You're a great guest in this country.
No.
You're a great guest.
What a great
Yeah, so you're a guest here, and you're saying you want to rule us. Is it? Okay, got it.
It's his land now. And he's come to rule everyone.
Yeah.
Europe, the UK, the US,
Rule
Israel, he mentions.
Israel, he's not even from Israel.
Wherever
He's
you
from
are
fucking
when it comes to the
fucking
Israel,
Pakistan.
Palestine, Gaza war,
He's not even
not
from-
interested, right?
He's not even from there.
I'm
He's from
just
Pakistan. What's he
debating.
giving on about?
And
He's from fucking
confirming
Pakistan. What's he
with
talking
Getty.
about, you fucking
well, as far as
wanker?
I'm
He's
concerned,
from
it's
Palestine.
just saying. And I'm going to call him a monster. Because he's
That's
literally
what he
turning
said,
around and
like,
saying that he's
Palestine.
come here to conquer Europe, the UK, the US is next.
Pakistan's
He's
over
calling it
there.
his land.
Fucking Palestine.
No. No. This is not your land, mate. It's
And
not
even
your
in
land.
Jerusalem,
This
not his
belongs
land.
to
His
the
land
British,
is
it belongs
fucking
to us.
Pakistan. We just
He
said.
broke into our
He's just
country.
said
He's
where
an
he's
illegal
from.
immigrant.
It's just
And
said. The guy.
as Keir Starmer's had his
from
way,
Pakistan.
currently a
No,
guest
he's
in the
not-
UK.
He's from Pakistan. He's not even
And you
from
know
fucking
what sickens
Israel.
me?
He's not even fucking from Gaza.
We're paying for him.
Yeah, I think we're paying for it from Pakistan.
Our tax is going to people
And then
like
he's going on
this
about fucking
Stay in the
Gaza,
hotels.
Israel or whatever.
to get money every
What's he
week,
talking about Israel for
to
that?
get the 3 meals a day, clothes,
Gaza,
freaking
but he's not
phones.
even from there. Exactly.
Do you remember last week?
What's it got to do
There
with
was a
Israel?
clip that went viral of someone that used to work in these illegal immigrant hotels.
I know, yeah, that was
What
bad.
he said in terms of what's actually happening in these places is absolutely shocking. What took the piss when I heard it was this dude turning around and saying that when they come to UK, we give them a choice as to whether they prefer an iPhone
Give a
or a
fuck out.
Samsung Android phone. We give them a choice.
Oh yeah, give him a choice. What? Samsung on a fucking iPhone.
Oh yeah, and who's paying for those phones? Us.
Yeah, why don't I get phone? Where's me? My phone.
We are paying the people like
That.
this
To get a phone and get
to
whatever
be in the UK
and treat anybody like
when
that.
they are showing complete animosity and hate towards us. It's his land now. He's come to rule us. Shiz the freaking bed. As Nick Timothy, an MP, is saying right here, when it comes to the elite forces targeting us, rather than those illegal immigrants and others saying and doing things against us native British citizens, here's what Nick Timothy has to say. And you know what? I echo every single word. I can save Yvette Cooper and her elite police unit some time. I'm angry about immigration. I'm angry about Sharia law in our country. I'm angry with Labour for us to lying about it. And I will continue to say so on social media. Hell freaking yes! Get bent, the lot of you in Labour.
Yeah.
And the Conservatives as well.
They're all bent. They're all cokeheads.
Because Nick Timothy, he's Conservative.
Jeff Phillips is a crackhead.
His party has got blood on his hands just as much as the Labour cronies when it comes to this despicable evil act. Is now trying to control us and censor us and censor the information that we legitimately should have access to. But apart from him being in the Conservatives, I don't have any problem in terms of what he's just said right there. I just think it's a little bit hypocritical that it's come from a Conservative MP. When it was the Conservatives that actually kick-started this whole act in the first place, they're the ones that freaking created it.
They're criminals though.
Can't make this shit up even if you tried. Absolutely despicable. And so, as Tommy Robinson says here, Labour have stopped pretending to fix Britain. They're now starting to try and mute it instead.
Yeah.
So here, Tommy Robinson says, an elite team of police officers is to monitor social media for anti-migrant sentiment amid fears of summer riots. Detectives will be drawn from forces across the country to take part in new investigations unit that will flag up early signs of potential civil unrest. The division, assembled by the Home Office, will aim to maximise social media intelligence gathering after police forces were criticised over their response to last year's riots. Chris Phillips, the Shadow Home Secretary, said two-tier Kia can't police the streets, so he's trying to police opinions instead.
Yeah.
Labour have stopped pretending to fix Britain and started trying to mute it. Labour are scared of the public. Labour don't trust the public. Labour don't even know the public. This is the thing, right? The protests that are happening at the moment are peaceful.
Well,
they are full of fathers, mothers, children, grandparents, aunties,
well, it was until
uncles,
the police rushed in.
that legitimately have a problem with illegal immigrants being in their towns and cities. Illegal immigrants in these illegal immigrant hotels. I've got a problem with it. A legitimate problem with it.
That they pay.
A lot of us do. In our millions. And now we're not afraid to speak out against it because we've had enough. Enough is enough.
Yeah, they did it on purpose last year.
And Keir Starmer, these Labour cronies, whose evil act is now trying to smack us down and smack us into silence.
They were the ones that did it.
And try and make us afraid to speak out. Well, again, piss off. Ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Exactly. We're going to go back to the old
this whole thing of fears of summer riots
before the war. I'm getting the Doomsday Book of Glory.
We look at the protests that are happening outside of these legal immigrant hotels at the moment, right? Have there been any news of riots whatsoever?
The Doomsday Book so they can fuck off.
Instead, what's happened?
And things about property.
There's been more than kick up and fuss.
Oh, there's a lot in the Doomsday Book.
Police force shipping in the lefties to protest against us.
It's about land, it's about money, it's about...
To try and antagonise us, to try and bait us into being violent. We're not falling for that shiz. Not a chance.
No.
So because we're not falling for that shiz, instead, Keir Starmer thinks it's the best idea in the whole wide world to use the Online Safety Act to try and silence us instead and mute us. And try and hide and keep away information on the internet that we legitimately should have access to. And even though, as I said earlier on, I ain't the biggest fan of Zia Youssef from Reform UK, he hits the nail on the head here as to one of the reasons why this bill is essentially the definition of insanity. Here, he says, Britain is now a country which you can enter illegally without ID, but need photo ID to watch a protest against people entering without ID. Yeah, let that sink in. I remember the last couple of weeks, I released a video here on Political Nerds, and it was about this immigrant that came in on a boat back in like 2022. He is now on trial for raping a British woman. The usual, unfortunately, headline that we're now seeing on a daily basis, right? Dude's claiming he's 18 years old.
He's not 18. He's got grey
She's
hair.
the freaking bed.
He's got
Look
grey
at the
hair.
dude.
got
That
grey
ain't 18
hair.
years old. Not a freaking chance, right? But they could throw away their ID in the water, come on over, say that they're a kid, they're under 18 or 18 years old, right?
But
That
he's
makes
got
it
grey
easier
hair.
for them, right? To stay in the country.
He's got grey hair. How can
He's
he be
cast as a
under
child and
18
they're more
if he's got
vulnerable.
grey hair? Just get a blood test and fucking
Whatever.
do one. Get
And
a
then,
fingerprint
when the
match
government
test.
tries to fight it,
His DNA will be in
and
the
be like,
fucking
nah,
it will.
you're not
It's
a
waste,
child,
you know.
you're an adult. European Court of Human Rights comes in and says, no, you've got to take it. He's a child, treat him as a child.
From, no matter when. Good God, if I can
Just on
find
a side
fucking
note,
history of my family
we
from
need to
1,500 years
The
now.
European Court of Human Rights.
DNA
Part of the reason I voted for
system
Brexit
somewhere along
was
the
so that
line.
Europe
La,
could
la,
not
la,
determine
la.
how we
Their
deal with our borders
ancestors,
and our laws inside of the land.
So,
Brexit,
there is-
I'm coming to learn and realise, was an absolute con. In the sense of, we voted for it,
I didn't vote.
and yeah, we got out, but only to a certain
They
point.
didn't get out because they lied.
We're still in.
Yep,
We're still in.
because they lied.
And with Keir Starmer as Prime Minister, he's trying to freaking undo everything anyway, for the bits that we did get out of. And then you got Europe turning round and saying that we need to pay them over £100 million or something or the other. Recently that I saw in the headline, they're having a freaking giraffe get bent.
Actually, Europe
We've
got us
given
money.
freaking
Hang on,
France,
France and Germany owe us money for
stop
splashing us in the war.
shit.
They owe us money.
Boats are coming
And
over
America.
every single day.
They
The
owe
saying goes,
splashing
right?
them in the
Keir
war.
Starmer ain't smashing the gas, he's freaking smashing records. But in a way he really doesn't want. And in a way we really don't want either. So where's that £1 billion gone, Macron?
God, where's that money?
Because those boats
God,
have been stopped, and we've been seen on the other side of the pond.
Macron's a tea leaf. He's fucking taking
Giving
our
them
money.
life
He's done what
jackets
he's
as
fucking-
well as they
He's
toddle
conned us
off
out,
to
mate,
the
I couldn't
UK.
say. He's conned us right out.
I want our £1 billion back. I want a freaking refund.
So why? Refunds.
However, for what Sir Yusuf said right here, yeah.
Oh, fucking
In other words, guys, as down as Plymouth is saying right here, the British public have to verify their identity. Illegal immigrants don't.
Exactly why.
Welcome to Great Britain, ladies and gentlemen.
Why do I have to prove my identity? They've already got it.
Oh. And it gets even
Why
more
do they need to prove
of a
that?
clown world here in the UK. Because Labour, oh yeah, they're more than happy
I'm kidding.
to give 16 and 17-year-olds the vote.
Oh yeah.
However, they're apparently not mature enough to see videos of illegal immigrant hotel protests.
Apparently
Yeah,
not
that
old
makes
enough to
sense
see
again.
porn. Apparently not old enough to see any
We had
content online, but they're old
A
enough
law
to
in
vote.
place that if you were 18 and above, you could vote in the general election. If you were below 18, you couldn't vote.
Yeah, and it's
Now,
not fair.
Labour have all of a sudden put it into law
Well,
that
then
now
they need to get rid
that
of this online
age of voting has been
database
lowered to
bill,
16-year-old.
because then it
Well,
makes
if
sense.
16-year-olds
Can vote
by
and they
Labour
can watch
standards
cards.
are
They can do
mature
what they want.
enough to be able to vote in a general election and decide who gets to be in power,
Well, then they
and
can
lead
fucking
our
watch porn and
country.
do what they want then.
shouldn't they also be mature enough to see videos of the illegal
Yeah.
immigrant hotel protests?
Well, it's for 16 anyway. The guidance is 16 and over.
Now, my mate Dan from Black Belt Barrister, make sure you're following him on X, and also make sure you subscribe to him on YouTube as well. He
Go
raises a
watch the
simple
video,
yet impactful point
PG.
here. He says people are
Get-
absolutely
get,
entitled to express their views and
entitled,
opinions as a matter of law, provided they don't cross
like,
into
so you're
inciting
watching
violence.
it as a family, you're watching it with your kids, you're not watching it on the road.
Absolutely.
You
And now,
need
as you
any
can see
child,
right
anyone.
here, Rupert
PJ,
Law is fighting for us
12.
yet again.
They've got
Seriously,
15,
he
got
should be
18.
running for Prime Minister at this point. He'd get my vote.
So
Would he
what's-
get your
has
vote
that
as
gone?
well? Let me know if you're watching
I
live.
don't
Let me
think
know
he
in the YouTube live chat. If you're watching on X, let me know in the comments down
Yeah.
below. If Rupert Law
It's my Prime
ran
Minister.
for Prime Minister,
Yay!
would you vote for him? I know I would, but would you
Hallelujah.
guys?
Hallelujah. Yeah.
Now here Rupert Law is saying, I've written to the Home Secretary about her reported plans to monitor anti-migrant sentiment on the internet through a dedicated elite police team.
Oh,
We must hold this dreadful government to account. And yeah,
breaking our human rights, everything.
part of our human right for freedom of
Right,
speech
right.
and freedom of expression is to enable
We
us
don't have any
to
human
also
rights.
hold our government to account.
We're not. They forgot.
It brings to mind a very, very famous line.
We don't
from
have
V
freedom
for
of speech, we
Vendetta.
don't have freedom of anything.
And they're turning around and they're saying
Breathe anymore.
that people should not be afraid of their governments.
No, I'm not.
The governments
Should be afraid of
should
us.
be afraid of their people. That line is
It
ever
was.
more poignant today, given the
That line
state
is
of the UK at the moment that we're living in. Now, reactions are coming in, of course, thick and fast on X. I've just chosen a few here. Firstly, we've got Benedict Spence saying the online safety bill is to protect kids, we're told, as footage of police arresting people demanding protection for their kids is censored from the internet. It's absolutely backwards. Yeah, all those examples I showed you earlier on of the illegal immigrants and other people, right,
Yeah, they're all
saying and displaying anti-British sentiment.
Oh, why?
Well, yeah, they're not censored from the
They
internet.
don't want you to know what's going on.
Oh, that's absolutely fine.
You don't want to tell the
They
truth.
can say and do what the
What?
hell they want, it seems.
But we can't.
But if we criticise the illegal immigrant situation and the illegal immigrant hotels,
We're getting done for it.
and we're not inciting violence, like I'm not doing that, I'm not inciting violence at all,
Never mind.
we'll still get penalised for it. Somehow. Keir Starmer, the Labour cronies, Conservatives, this elite police monitoring social media unit thing, they can all get bent.
Because they're all
All
bent.
get
Anyway,
bent.
'cause they're all bent.
Here we've got Sarai, I'm totally, I think, butchering that name, my apologies. Saying, feeling deeply for everyone in the UK right now. It's unsettling to see people being forced to hand over ID or scan their face just to access online spaces, places for community, creativity, or even just escape. This isn't safety, it's surveillance.
Yep. Why
And let me
don't
put
they
it
have to
this
do
way to you, right? If Keir Starmer
How they get on
ever
anything
again,
all these
right,
fucking migrants, how they
tries
get
to
on the
criticise
how they get on the
China
internet then?
and their laws when it comes to controlling
Yeah,
freedom
no,
of
that
speech,
is how
freedom of what
I'm
they can access
fucking
online, this,
pissed,
that, and the
I'm
other. I'll
not
freaking scream.
I was going to say, I'm not
Because
going anywhere else.
He's just as bad at this point.
Because
He really, really is.
Anywhere.
He's not a
He's
freaking
just
prime
bad.
minister as
He's
far as
a
I'm concerned. He's a
terrorist.
freaking dictator.
He's a dictator, like Hitler.
Now, Sarai then says it doesn't stop there. Visa and MasterCard are quietly pressuring
Right,
platforms to censor legal fictional content, cutting off payments to creators, not because they break the law, but because they offend someone's personal values. What we're seeing isn't protection, it's control over speech, art and access. Adults deserve the freedom to choose what they engage with without being watched, flagged or shut out.
Or con.
And then Sarai says, remember the 5th of November.
Yeah, the 5th of November. Bonfire.
Yeah. Here we've got Dexertos right here. This made me chuckle. Now, I'm not saying or endorsing or encouraging you guys to do this. I'm just reporting on what is happening out there, right? Be very, very, very careful. People in the UK are using Norman Reedus' highly detailed face from Death Stranding, which is a game, computer game, to get past newly imposed age restrictions. He looks so real that it tricks the photo ID system. I saw this and it's real, made me absolutely laugh out loud. It's like, Kiss Dharma, dude, big massive fail. Absolute loser. Because the gamers are like, piss off. How can I put this? As Jeff Goldblum's character says in Jurassic Park, right?
Jurassic Park,
Always finds a way.
Hey! Because I've been saying Jurassic Park all day. The dinosaurs!
Yeah, so swiftly moving on, here we've got Dan at King Bingo saying day one of the UK online harms bill, and it's being used to suppress knowledge of mass immigration protests. It was never about harm. Nah, it wasn't ever about that. It was about controlling us, our freedom of speech and access to information online. And again, if Keir Starmer ever in the future tries to criticise China and their human rights violations and how they control their people when it comes to freedom of speech and access to information online, I'll freaking scream the place down. Keir Starmer's a freaking dictator at this point as far as I'm concerned. He ain't acting
he's alright.
for the British people.
Sorry, I'll have to send it on
Serving the
YouTube.
British people
I'll send it
anymore.
on
Chance.
YouTube.
He's attacking us.
No, I'm gonna.
He's going against us.
I'm not working.
In my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, he's harming us. He's punishing us. He's penalising us. I'm sick and tired of this. I cannot. I seriously. I cannot live another 4 more years under Keir Starmer or any of his other freaking Labour cronies.
Alright.
Not a chance. In hell. We need an emergency general election, and we needed it yesterday.
Alright.
And as this councillor is saying,
No.
right here, okay, Councillor
Alright,
Susie.
Right,
Strong words from Councillor Susie. Before we play that, Scott Lynon, I just want to say a big massive thank you for your super chat right there. Very, very kind of you. Saying new to the channel. Well, welcome! Hey up, Scott, welcome. Thank you so much. Big fan and keep exposing the truth. It's the Kalergi plan. Third world inbreds have no place in Europe. This is white genocide. Okay, that's your own opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, okay? I'm just reading out your comment. Again, I'm going to be very, very careful now because of this Online Safety Act situation, okay? But yeah, that is what Scott is saying right there. Here, though, we have Susan. And this is what she has to say about it all.
Isn't it wonderful? Apparently, Yvette Cooper can find enough money to put in a new police unit. And this police unit is dedicated to looking at anti-immigrant comments online. Wonderful. Is nobody in government actually listening to any of this?
No, that's why I talk
We
about
don't want
dinosaurs.
this. We want free speech. And actually, we also don't want lots of illegal immigrants in the country.
I know it's
We want the boats dealt with. You remember Sir Keir Starmer?
not as
smash the gangs.
serious.
Doesn't
Sound as serious as saying illegal migrants. But I'm trying not to say that word now. I'm saying dinosaurs.
The public are not going to be very happy. So normal people like me, put tweets on, go on X or wherever we go on, put on a comment, and you're going to have a whole unit looking at what people are writing. For God's sake, police officers should be out there arresting criminals.
Arresting the illegal immigrants, yeah.
For God's sake, Keir
they're
Starmer,
control, they're
get a
keeping
grip
going.
of what's going on
They
and
won't.
start listening to the
They
people
won't, because they're
that
being
put
controlled from
you
somewhere
in your
else, another
position,
country.
and those of us that didn't.
Somebody else is controlling them, sold us out to
Yeah.
Islam.
You need to start listening.
That'll be maybe a
He needs to start acting in the best
I don't know
interest
what for, because we don't need
of the
oil.
native British. Rather than them the illegal immigrants. If he wants these protests to stop, if he wants this civil unrest to stop, then he needs to listen to us. And he needs to do what we want him to do, which is deport every single illegal immigrant, close down all the illegal immigrant hotels, send back every single boat, reform the asylum system, make sure, I read there's one country, I think it's like Greece or something, and they're literally like, you come here illegally, we're literally turning you around and sending you back. They're being held in detention centres and they're being sent back.
Yeah.
There's another European country that's essentially turned around and said that if you come here illegally, you can't claim anything for like 2 to 5 years or something along those lines. And that's countries in freaking Europe under the European Union. We're apparently out of that.
We're not. They're lying.
So why can't we turn around and say, right, instead of being housed in a fancy hotel and getting all these benefits, this, that and the other, why can't we follow suit and turn around and say, you come here, you're not getting anything. Other than, we're putting you in a detention centre and we're freaking sending you back.
Because of King Charles.
And if you do come to UK and somehow you're able to stay, oh yeah, you're not claiming anything from our benefit system between 2 or 5 years. Why can't we do that? If European countries in the EU, right, can do that without any issue whatsoever, without the European Court of Human Rights turning around and saying, oh, you're violating human rights of illegal immigrants, why can't we do that? Why can't we do that? What the frick is this? It's double standard.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely
Why?
aghast
Because
by
we
it.
won the war, like I said.
But for the record, right?
They're bullying us.
As Maria Botel says right here,
They bully England.
I'm not an immigrant. I am anti the impact of immigration on services, infrastructure, housing. My chance of being mugged, raped or murdered. Our rich culture and freedoms that have been built on faith in Christ.
I'm anti-dinosaurs.
Yeah. I echo all of that.
Yeah.
Apart from the religious aspect, but again, you do you. Not a problem with that, right? And so, how are the anti-immigration protests being affected by this evil act? Yeah, down another rabbit hole we go. The Online Safety Act, as far as I'm concerned, is being abused to shut down the footage of anti-immigration protests. Here, Active Patriot on X saying the Online Safety Act is being abused. Just hours after coming into effect. It was brought in to stop kids accessing porn, but lots of ex-users have reported not being able to access footage of the anti-immigration protests taking place across the UK. All sites and apps allowing pornography in the UK will be required to have highly effective methods to check the age of users by the 25th of July. Ofcom said X and Grindr have committed to age checks, and X said it's planning to introduce facial age estimation using its own artificial intelligence AI technology. It took all of 12 hours. Screw that nonsense. Because we do have a right to know what is happening in our own freaking country. Such as, what's happening in Leeds right now. Let's have a gander at this.
Big up to Big Coppers! Big up! These coppers are going to be getting gassed out now, mate. It's horrible, the smell of it. It's rough.
And this one here. If you have a standard X account in the UK, presumably the vast majority of British users, you cannot see any protest footage that contains any violence tonight because of the Online Safety Act. A relative in America sent me this screenshot of one blocked post. Kira Dis arrest in Leeds. The police are starting with a heavy-handed two-tier policing early. Yeah, they were salivating. I couldn't wait to do that.